Yo, what is up, YouTube? Believe the Captain here, and I believe that Link is crazy. And no, I'm not talking about Britney Spears at all, because I think that Link during the next bull run could hypothetically at least go to the price of $200. And of course, that's all financial advice. But in today's video, I want to explain several reasons why I believe that could very well happen. And a major reason why I think that could happen, I think is going to boil down to the rock solid fundamentals of Link. Because when it comes to Link, what is it, right? It is a token that powers the Chainlink decentralized Oracle network. And now, when I say this, some people, they may be wondering, hey, what's an Oracle? And what an Oracle is that it's quite essentially a data feed that brings data from off the chain and brings it over into the blockchain. And the reason why this is especially important is because a lot of decentralized applications out there without off-chain data would not be able to function properly. That's what she said. So I think that Chainlink serves such an amazing purpose. And various projects, developers, and companies from all around the world are currently using Chainlink's data feeds for their operations. And they're paying these oracles using Link tokens for their services that they provide. And just to visualize as to what a real-life example for a use case for Chainlink may look like, for instance, Chainlink can provide pricing data for various cryptocurrency exchanges or even crypto pricing websites as well, such as, for instance, in the case of CoinGecko. However, it doesn't end there, because Chainlink doesn't only provide just data feeds, because a lot of those Chainlink critics out there, I don't think they may understand this. They may think that, Chainlink doesn't have a diverse use case, but that's not true, because Chainlink, for instance, has something called keepers, and keepers can allow developers to automate certain smart contract tasks and functions that involve off-chain data. In addition, Chainlink also has something called VRF, which stands for Verifiable Random Function. And the use case of VRF is to provide random number generation. And this right here could be especially useful for in the case of video games. So I think that's very amazing. Furthermore, Chainlink even provides proof of reserve services as well. And the benefit of proof of reserves is that it helps, for instance, stablecoin issuers or cryptocurrency exchanges to prove and showcase that they are holding a certain amount of assets. So when I take a look at it, Chainlink from top to bottom, its use case is extremely diverse. It's fantastic. Currently, global enterprises such as Google Cloud, Swift, T-Systems, Amazon Web Services, Swisscom, and even Associated Press as well are currently leveraging Chainlink, which I think is very impressive. There's currently over 1,800 projects using Chainlink, and Chainlink has also been able to enable, that's a tongue twister right there, over $8 trillion worth of transactions, which, by the way, is over double the current market cap of Apple. So you got to really let that sink in, right? When I take a look at stats like this, I can't help but speak Portuguese, because my reaction is, caralho. A lot of my Brazilian friends teaching me some Portuguese. But yeah, besides that point, shout out to Brazil. But yeah, besides that point, I think if anything, Chainlink, it's like the Patrick Mahomes of projects. I think it's that good. Patrick Mahomes is amazing. A lot of other projects out there, they're like those Baker Mayfield types, right? Baker Mayfield, the useless, cocky quarterback. That's just the way I take a look at it. And something that really gets me enthusiastic and excited for the future of Chainlink is the fact that they're heavily focused on enterprise adoption. And when we take a look at it, it's a genius move, because by 2030, the global blockchain technology market is expected to be worth over $1.4 trillion. A very crazy stat in and of itself. But here's the thing. The majority of this growth right here is going to be largely driven through enterprise adoption. So enterprises, they could really provide growth at such an insane scale because they have the resources, they have the capital, and they have the volume to facilitate such growth, in my opinion. So I think by Chainlink being focused on enterprises, it's a genius move. I think they understand where a lot of the potential is at. And in my opinion, a major catalyst, which could very well allow Link to hypothetically attain the price of $200 during the next bull run, is the fact that I do think that the next bull run could be so legendary. And why do I say this? Because as of right now, there's more people than ever before in history owning cryptos, which is crazy to think about, because when compared to the 2021 bull run, there was actually over 100 million less crypto owners than today at that time. So you got to let that sink in, right? The 2021 bull run already looked that impressive with that many less crypto owners. So just imagine what the next bull run will look like, especially now that we insert, that's what she said, over 100 million new crypto owners. I mean, man, when there's this many people owning cryptos, I think that during the next bull run, the FOMO, buying pressure, buying volume, and as well as the altcoin season, I think all of that could look so ridiculous. And I think that when altcoins start rallying during the next bull run, I think so will Link. So when I take that into consideration, and when I consider the fundamental A+ and fantastic qualities of Chainlink, I do believe that Link during the next bull run could hypothetically at least go to the price of $200. And of course, that's all financial advice. But what I'm doing as of right now is I am dollar cost averaging into Link. I don't day trade, I don't swing trade, I don't use leverage. I just like to keep it simple. Quite essentially, through dollar cost averaging, I'm putting those horse blinders on, and I'm just focused on more of a long-term approach. By dollar cost averaging, I am putting a set amount on a set schedule over an extended period of time. So anytime I earn any sort of income, I set aside some for Link. It doesn't matter if the price of Link is pumping or dumping that day, doesn't matter. I just accumulate anyways because I'm taking a long-term approach. I'm focused on time in the market as opposed to timing the market, if that makes sense. Just focus on slowly but surely accumulating more and more. And the reason why I don't day trade or use leverage is because a lot of people that I know that do that, they get absolutely wrecked, they get cooked, they end up becoming guacamole on that Chipotle bowl. Because if let's say someone is day trading Link, they short Link, but instead the price goes up. They get liquidated, they get stop loss, they get agitated, they get angry, and what happens? They end up trying to make a new trade, trying to recoup the previous losses. But then what happens if they lose that next trade, right? They could end up spiraling, like what happened to my friend. He kept day trading, thinking that cryptos are going to be so easy. And what happens? Day trading, spiraling, ended up thinking that cryptos are a joke, ended up leaving cryptos. So you got to really think about this, right? Is that worth it? I don't think so. And now, of course, that's all financial advice. But that's why I like to keep it simple through dollar cost averaging. If let's say I'm dollar cost averaging into Link, and let's say my portfolio is down 10%. Okay, that may not be good for some people's ego, but if the price of Link goes back up again, let's say it goes back up 20%, then I've recouped this loss, right? This unrealized loss, so to speak. I didn't get liquidated. But again, through day trading, using leverage, once stop loss liquidated, you're done now, as they say in the United Kingdom. Mate, yeah, it was good, mate. But yeah, besides that point, I'm extremely bullish on Link, and that's why I continue to dollar cost average. And I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if Link during the next bull run did hypothetically at least go to the price of $200, and during the process make all of those Chainlink critics, or should I say ding-dongs, come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma and start begging for that used Bratwurst extender Taylor Swift edition. If you know, you know. I think Link is a sleeping giant. That's what she said. And if you want to check out a very interesting video, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic and amazing video, and I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, or should I say Lee El Capitan, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.